Happy Sunday crafternoon, my makers. It is Sunday, October 22, 2023. Getting down to the end of another month. And I think I'm here just a tad early. So as you see me in your newsfeed, go ahead and say hello. Oops, I really cut that off, didn't I? We're going to move things back just a little bit. There we go. Maybe that'll be better. There we go. Perfection. So again, happy Sunday. I'm Dawn Bourgette, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I love sharing inky things with you. So welcome in. As October is here, I decided to do some cards geared towards, I don't know, carrying Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I myself am a 5-year breast cancer survivor, so I thought that we would do something kind of fun with some new products coming up and cards that could be used for any types of thinking of you, get well, illness, that kind of thing. So as you pop on, like I said, go ahead and say hi. And just to remind you of a couple things. Ooh, the sun is coming out, you guys. This is a good sign. In Michigan, we haven't seen the sun much in the last, oh my gosh, week or so. It feels like forever. Feels good coming in here. I know I'm going to get some weird shadows, but I'm going to welcome it anyway. Anyway, so thanks again for joining me. Happy Sunday, crafternoon. And couple reminders. If you're happen to just scrolling through your Facebook feed and you're seeing me, it's a great happy accident, right? If you're a maker, welcome. Come on in, have a seat. If you're not able to watch it right now, of course, you can always watch the replay. So hello to the replay watchers out there as well. Just a reminder that I do have a community, a group on Facebook called Dawn's Creative Chalet Community. So make sure to join us over there as well. And if you haven't already, or if you're new, make sure to join my YouTube channel and hit the bell for all the notifications. But subscribe to my channel, please. And also check out my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com. There you'll find all of the photos of the projects that we made today, along with the supplies used. All that good stuff is right there housed at my blog. So feel free to check that out anytime. And of course, my online store. And this is the October host code right here. And just to mention to you guys, if you would like the projects from today that we're doing, making the 3 cards, make sure to use the host code. Now I've had to increase the price $5. Shipping is a little more pricey than what I thought it would be with shipping out these kits. You would think it's flat, it's paper for the most part, but no. I tell you, I don't know, shipping's crazy, right? So I need to increase it to $40 minimum order, and you'll receive the 3-card kit in the mail, shipped right to your door. And if you place a $50 order at my online store, anything that you want or need, you'll not only get the card kit, but you'll also receive an embellishment to go along with it. So the 3 cards and the embellishment for a $50 order. So stock up on anything that you need. It doesn't have to be this, but maybe you'll see something that you love and you don't have yet. I'm hoping that you're going to like what I'm going to show you, because I have some samples of some fun things to show you as well. Hey, Jamie. Hello. Happy Sunday crafternoon to you. So if you would like to have this class packet, make sure to let me know by this Friday, October the 27th, 2023. And we're in episode number 104. I've done 104 of these, you guys. 104 Facebook Lives. Actually, a few more, but it was impromptu, so I don't really count them as Facebook Lives, even though they were. But anyway, we're here, and it's pretty awesome. And I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for all of you being here with me, right? Okay, also some things that are coming up at the chalet, just to let you know about if you're in the area for an in-person event. We're going into November now. The November calendar, I know, is crazy, right? So on Thursday, November the 2nd, we have creative card class. And I forgot to bring the cards in here, but we're going to do the sparkling snowflake. That bundle is so pretty and I love the colors. So anyway, that'll be the theme for the Thursday, November 2 class. That is at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30 p.m. and is $25 or free with a minimum order. And then the next day on Friday, November the 3rd, we'll have Sip and Stamp at Starbucks in Ludington, Michigan. So if you're local or even somewhat local, aw, thank you. You're awesome. So if you're somewhat local to the Ludington, Michigan Starbucks, come on over, make a free craft. It's a lot of fun. You may meet some new friends, and that's always a good thing. So that is at 12 noon to 2 p.m. on Friday, November the 3rd. And then we have the product inclusive class coming up in November. This obviously includes product. It is $40 with a $5 coupon. We're going to use the Berry Christmas Suite, and I'm offering that class on November the 16th. So it's bumped up 1 week because of Thanksgiving. So we're moving it up 1 week to Thursday, November the 16th at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30. And again, it's $40 with a $5 coupon on any size order during the class. And I'll need to have your RSVP and prepayment for this class by, I'm actually going to move this up. We're going to scribble this out, and I'm going to say by October the 30th. And I say that because, of course, you know, we need to order. There's my scribble marks. October 30th. It's official now. It's on paper, right? But I do need to order these products and get them here and prep. And I'm also going to be away for a little bit of the time prior to the class. So I want to make sure that I have everything set and ready to go for you. And then also on Saturday, November the 18th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., I'm going to be part of the Christmas shop at the Mason County Reformed Church. It is like literally 7 houses west of where I'm squatting. I say that and I laugh because it's kind of funny, but we are, that's a long story. Anyway, it's literally just a half a block from where I'm at. So, I was like, I have to do this, right? I mean, how much closer could I get other than in my parking lot? Listen to me. Oh my goodness, old habits die hard as an ex-innkeeper. My driveway. Anyway, so come on over to Scottville to the Mason County Reformed Church on the corner of US 10 and Amber Road on Saturday, November the 18th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And also, I want to try bingo again. So on Monday, November the 20th at 6:30 p.m. right here at the chalet on US 10, I want to do bingo. Bingo. Win Stampin' prizes. Now, we're not gambling by any means. It's not that kind of a bingo. But we play for prizes. And what I mean by that is great prizes that are Stampin' Up! Related, because that's what we love, right? And we're also going to stamp in between. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you love bingo and if you love Stampin' Up! Products, you're going to want to be here on Monday, November the 20th. I need to have you RSVP in advance to me. It's going to be $39. That'll give you 2 bingo cards. And if you'd like to purchase 2 additional cards, that would be $10. And what we're going to do with the extra cards that are bought, put them into a kitty, well, a bucket, not into a kitty, not like literally. I'm full of it today, aren't I? Anyway, and that money is going to be used for the Grand Poobah Prize. And that will give that person who wins the grand prize a gift certificate to purchase anything they want out of the active Stampin' Up! Catalogs. So pretty awesome stuff. So anyway, that's bingo, Stampin' Bingo on Monday, November 20th, 6:30 p.m. at the Chalet. And also, just to put on your radar for December, I know, right? December, really? But the next Sip and Stamp will be on Friday, December the 1st, noon to 2. Okay? Just put that on your calendar so that way you have it. Also, just again, I know I keep talking about it but I only talk about this all the time because I know it's awesome. It really is a good deal, you guys. The starter kit special. If you, I've gone through it previously. You can choose one of two choices during this month. And we only have, like 9 days left because today's the 22nd. It ends on the night of the 31st of October. You can either choose 35% off the starter kit, which is normally $99. So that'd be like, 60, 68, some odd change, I think, if I'm figuring that correctly. And you'll get $125 in product and a free paper pumpkin, free shipping, and free registration to your very first online event with Stampin' Up!, which I paid $77 for. So some good stuff right there, you guys. Or you can choose 35% more product, pay the price of $99 for the kit, but receive $168.75 of product of your choice. And again, getting the free paper pumpkin, the free shipping, and the free registration, which is going to be awesome. And what's really cool too is we get a lot of perks as demonstrators. And so as soon as you purchase that kit, you automatically start receiving a 20% discount on all of your stuff all the time. It's kind of like a Costco membership. It's like you're not really tied into it for life, but you get hooked on it and you don't want it to end. So you just continue, for years. Anyway, so I just wanted to mention that again because that is going to end on October 31st, and I'd hate to have you miss out on that. Also, just a reminder, Paper Pumpkin. Speaking of pumpkins, and October, Warm Wishes. So if you'd like to receive this kit, you need to sign up by the 10th of November. And it kind of coordinates with this month's kit, which was some really cute, I think I showed them last week, really cute cards. And it came with this glitter glue, which is a lot of fun, but it takes a little while for it to dry. Just an FYI on that, so you don't stack your cards like I almost did, because I almost did. And that would have been a really sticky situation, literally. Anyway, so Warm Wishes is going to be boxes, so it's going to coordinate with the cards. But also, what's really super cool is they're giving us an add-on if we want. And that add-on are these really cute card bases and envelopes. And they're going to give us 20 of each. And I think it's like, $14. You can't, for $14, you have 14 cards that are half decorated for you already. It's pretty awesome. So anyway, grab that up if you like. You do need to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber in order to receive those add-ons. So that's a perk about being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, customer, however you want to put it, because you get those perks. And those stamp sets are only available to Paper Pumpkin subscribers as well. Oh my goodness sakes, my throat is dry. I should have brought in a glass of water. Oh well, we'll get through this. Special releases, just once again, I want to remind you of 5, I don't want to say new paper packs because they've been out for a little while now, but 5 packs of paper that are available at my online store. I believe it's under online exclusives. You have the tartan foil, the delightful floral, which is really pretty, the silver and gold paper. It's 1 piece each of 12 by 12, and it is adhesive backed. I love this stuff. I think all of our DSP needs to have adhesive backing, but the problem is some of our DSP is double-sided, so that might not work out after all. But anyway, I think it's pretty awesome. There's also the Traditions of St. Nick. This one coordinates really well with the St. Nicholas bundle, which is in our mini catalog. By the way, FYI, there are some images of Santa or St. Nick that are in this paper that coordinate perfectly and fit with our dies in that bundle. But if you're loving that and you've been putting it on your radar but you haven't ordered yet, make sure to do so. The dies for the St. Nicholas bundle are on low inventory. That really makes me sad. In fact, I was thinking about doing cards next week with that bundle and this paper. So I have to keep an eye on it so I'm not teasing you guys with something that isn't available for a little while. But anyway, still available on low inventory are the St. Nicholas dies. And then we also have this Shining Christmas, which I think I had showed you previously as well. Super, super cute traditional Christmas colors. And if you'd like to check it out, just go ahead and use your phone. Pretend that you're taking a picture with your smartphone. Just tap on the screen and it will take you right to my online store there and lead you, I believe, right to those products that we just talked about. Also, online exclusives, we've been talking about them, right? It's going to get to the point where is this going to be habit where you're going to want to go there on a consistent basis and check our my online store, because they're adding to it every other month. And pretty soon is this going to be, where's this going to be routine, right? Right now we're getting into the habit of checking that online store. And in November, they're adding some new products, which is some of what we're going to use today on the 3 cards that we're making. With that being said, super cute stuff. I have some samples as well. So, should I show those to you now? Let's see. Maybe we'll wait. We'll wait until after we're done with that. But the other bundle, so right now as demonstrators, we're able to order some products in advance. That's one of the cool perks of being a demonstrator, along with getting the discount. Those are the 2 things I love, along with the fact that I've made a lot of friends that I would never have met if it wasn't for Stampin' Up. And I really, truly mean that. I really do. Anyway, this other bundle right here. So we're going to talk about this a little bit more while we're making the cards, because this is what we're using. Whoops. Yes, today. I had to look at that and go, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. We're on the right train track. So yes, today we're going to use this. This stuff is going to be available on November the 7th on Tuesday for you, for everybody. It'll be live. Also, there's going to be even some more new stuff that even demonstrators have not had their hands on yet. They're kind of teasing us. But with that being said, it's going to be this suite of product right here, the Meandering Meadow. You don't have to purchase the entire suite, but you can. At least it'll be available for a little while until things start to sell out, because that seems to be the MO lately, which is not a bad thing. It means you better, if you want it, you better check on it and get it sooner than later, right? And if you wait, you miss out. So don't be one of those people. Like, I have FOMO. I don't like to miss out. I never do. Never, ever. Anyway, so we're going to be using this today, but this bundle right here is really super cute. I just started to play with this yesterday, so I thought I would show you a couple of cards that I made with the Fluffiest Friends. And I think that was everything, by the way, that I had to share. But here's the stamp set. Isn't it cute? These guys just make me happy. Look at this cute little honey bear. He is going to go perfectly with some product that's coming up in the mini catalog for Valentine's Day called Be Mine. And it has little bees. It's the cutest thing. But anyway, this is an adorable set, and if you notice, there's absolutely no verbiage in it at all, which is fun because then you can use any stamp set that you like as far as sentiments go to play with the Fluffiest Friends. I think that's kind of cool. And then you have the dies. And I actually was only playing with the main characters, so to speak. I wasn't even getting into these dies yet. But they have a die for every single fluffy friend in the set. So every single one of them has a die. And then we also have additional items like this cute little, what do you want to call this? A honey, the bumblebee, the hive, the beehive. Oh my gosh. And then you have a cute little tree with branches and leaves, extra balloons for birthdays, more leaves to put on your tree, all kinds of fun stuff. So anyway, it's super cute. And I just had to show you. And now let me show you just a couple of cards that I did make with it. So here was one of them. And you're getting a sneak peek at some new designer series paper on these as well. And a new embellishment that will be coming into the mini catalog. But isn't that cute? Oh, and this right here is part of those new little embellishments. I love it. They're like a little enamel flowers and hearts. Really, really cute. And then there's this one. Now, yesterday I was posting, you know, how to color your designer series paper. So this DSP was black and white, but I just felt like it needed a little extra color because I didn't want to totally color the little critters. Sometimes I'm just not into coloring them all. I don't know. I guess because I'm not very good at coloring. I just admit that. But anyway, I just thought it was kind of fun to do something a little different because normally it's just black and white paper. And then there was this guy right here. Like I told you about the little beehive. That would have been cute to put on here, and I completely forgot that it was in the bundle. But anyway, this again is some upcoming designer paper that is so stinking cute. But I love the little honey bear. I think he's really adorable. And then there's this one here, somewhat the same layout as the first card, but yet a little different. Got a little cute little beaver, right, with his big old tail. And again, I used some of the new embellishments that will be in the mini catalog. I just love these. Like, I'm going to need packs and packs of those. They're so adorable. Okay, and let's see here. We're going to get into the rest of the products with the suite that we're using in a bit. But to show you some of the things that we are using today, in case you don't have them in your crafting arsenal, and you'd like to grab them, first of all, I am using the 1 3/4 inch punch. There's the item number on that little guy. This is found at my online store along with the 2-inch punch, but we're using the 1 3/4 inch punch today. And I think I already punched out the circle that I needed too. We're also using today So Sincere. This is a really cool set. This is found in our mini catalog. In the back of our mini catalog, which is the September through December, I should say that. 2023, September through December mini catalog. Whew, that's a lot. Anyway, I think it's a really cool stamp set with some fun, not really fun, but meaningful, very meaningful sentiments that I think are coordinating nicely with the cards that we're making today. Also, I did use the exposed brick 3D embossing folder. I did run my stuff through the big, listen to me, I almost called it a big shot. Oh my gosh. The Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Oh my lordy. Dawn, get it together. Anyway, the exposed brick. This is one of my favorite 3D embossing folders right now. But anyway, so I thought that this would be fun to use, so we did. Also, I'm using Autumn Leaves, but not the stamp set, just the bundle. Whoops. And I'm using the leaves dies. Okay. Ooh, that sun just like blared in here all of a sudden. Holy cow. So we're using those. Oh my gosh, where did that come from? Also, we're using the Stylish Shapes dies. And I think I just used the circle this time, but oh my gosh, you guys, if you don't have these, you need them. You really, really need these. I am using these all the time. And then another set that is newer to the bunch that I like to have in my crafting arsenal, I call it, are these right here. And this is the Nested Essential Dies. I love these. I've been using these a lot. You've seen them on just a couple cards I was just showing you. These are great because you don't have to worry about dovetailing your cardstock. It's already done for you and it's done perfectly along with stitching around the edge. And this shape is a lot of fun to use too. And I was going to show you some other projects that I made as far as samples, but the stuff that I made samples on, you can't even get yet. You won't be able to get it until January. And I feel like I'm almost teasing you way, way, way ahead of time. So we're going to wait on it. But I used this on one of those cards. And I'm going to keep you in suspense, right? You're like, Dawn, why do you do that to me? I don't know. I'm mean, I guess. Oh, goodness. Anyway, let's get started stamping. All right. So once again, these were kind of brought on about thinking just about breast cancer awareness. I had my appointment at the doctor last week. And so I can technically say at this time that I am 5 years cancer-free. I went through my breast cancer journey, obviously 5 years ago. And anyway, I just think it's something that we should all be aware of. And please make sure that you do have early detection. Get your mammograms on a yearly basis and follow up with that. Don't slack, okay? Because you just don't know. This is something that did not run in my family. So it was never on my radar. So it really had caught me off guard. But early detection is key, and I'm very blessed, very grateful, and all good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make some cards that I think would be great to give to somebody who's going through not only breast cancer, but any illness. You can see some of them are pink, but it's not all pink because it may be a different type of illness. And again, this stamp set just seemed to fit the bill with it. The hope you're feeling better soon, things like that. A little card that somebody just may want to receive just to know that they're being thought of, right? During a really hard time. And I've seen a lot of people that were going through a really hard time at the cancer center. So I was consistently handing out cards. I felt my situation was so, how do I want to put it? It just didn't seem like it was as hard to go through as it was for some people. Like I said, early detection was the key. But, you know, just something little like this can make someone's day so much brighter when they're going through what they're going through and seeing what I've seen at the cancer center at that time. So anyway, let's go ahead and make some cards. We're going to go ahead. We'll do this one first. See, I'm going to need a block. And you're in my heart and prayers. I really like that one. So we're going to go ahead and these are so hard to read when they're upside down. I should have gotten these put on blocks ahead of time. And I have a question for you. And I think I've asked this in the past, but we are using a red rubber set. So is this one of those things I just happen to think about it? How many of you guys, here's just a question for you. How many of you keep your stamps in the, what do we want to call this? Like the negative? Like I have here, or do you just take this negative piece and chuck it? I guess just a little tip, if anything, because of me teaching classes and that type of thing, that it's nice to be able to flip it backwards and see if all my stamps are in their home. So I know if one is missing. So I've always kept the negative as well as the stamps themselves so I can tell if they're all tucked into their home. If that makes any sense. But the one thing that I don't do that I should, but I don't because, okay, truth be told, I buy too much because I get a discount and I love it. and I love the stuff. But I don't take the time to put the stickers on them. I know I should, but I don't. But how many of you guys do take the time to put the stickers on them? I find, of course, that the stickers are meant so that they will grip to the stamps really well, but they're not necessary to stick to the stamps. And I've not had an issue as far as these coming off the blocks without the stickers. But just a couple questions for you. Do you use the negative? Do you chuck the negative? Do you put the stickers on your stamps? I'm just kind of curious. Okay, so while you're answering that little tidbit, let's go ahead and get all of our bits and pieces here. I did a lot of bow tying, did a lot of the things ahead of time, just because I'm just like that. That's just who I am. Anyway, this is a piece, by the way, I should get my cheat sheet, huh? Like I got all my stuff, all my measurements on the back of my cards, because I can't remember this stuff. I get them prepared like early in the week so that I'm not having to rush this at the end of the week. So first of all, we're using a piece of petal pink. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. This is a piece of Very Vanilla. I was debating to use vanilla or basic white. I was like, oh, I don't know. But you know, the beauty of this designer series paper that you'll be able to get starting November 7th is so pretty. And I felt like the vanilla is like softer, whereas bright white, even though I have a tendency to gear towards basic white cardstock over Very Vanilla cardstock, I felt like this was a softer feel to the cards in general with the theme of the paper, which is absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so with that being said, I decided let's go with vanilla. So this is a piece of 4 by 5 1/4. I accidentally put Stampin' Seal Plus in this instead of Stampin' Seal. That stuff is like super duper duper sticky, so it grabs to everything. So I may have an issue here, but I thought, you know what, we're gonna roll with it, see how this goes. Okay, the Fresh Freesia piece is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. The designer paper is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're gonna go ahead and adhere these together first. I love the Fresh Freesia and the petal pink with these images. Like, isn't that gorgeous? That is so pretty. Oh, it's lovely. It's like I hated to even cut into the paper. This right here is petal pink ribbon. I believe that it's in a duo, what do they call that? Like a duo pack of ribbon, which is in the annual catalog. And I think it's lemon lime twist along with the petal pink. That's together in the book. I had cut that way too long. But anyway, I just thought it was really pretty, even though this suite does have, and I bet I put it away, it does have its own ribbon, which we'll use today. We'll get to it because I did use it on one of the cards. But I wanted to alternate different types of ribbons and things. Anyway, so this is the petal pink, and we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do a little cheat thing here, and instead of wrapping around and tying a bow, because I can never get it to where it's tight enough around the card, and then it looks all loosey-goosey. I know, very technical terms in my world when we stamp. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is turn this around, get it right near where I want my ribbon to be, and I put a little adhesive on the back, and then that's what we do. And then I have a separate bow that I've tied that will just attach this right here, ta-da, Magica TV, and that will attach to the front. But first of all, I want to go ahead and take some dimensionals. Whoa, oh my goodness, we just had a crash. And I kind of knew that was going to happen, but I thought I would try it anyway. We're going to close this. So I tried to put, I hope that didn't scare you guys. just scared the bejeebies out of me. Holy cow. So I tried to put my iPad. I have a two-tiered, what do you want to call it? Like a Lazy Susan that doesn't turn, you know, just a place to put all of my adhesives and all of my scissors and those basic tools. And I put my iPad on the second tier, so it was raised up a little bit, because I was thinking that maybe I could see your comments better by having it more in my face on my left-hand side. Well, I just bumped it and it just went a-flying. It was a new iPad, poor thing. Sorry, Mr. iPad. Oh my goodness, that's enough to wake you up. Okay, and then I'm going to use, so this is fresh freesia. This I cut with the Stylish Shapes, and I'm going to use Highland Heather. Of course, if you don't have Highland Heather, if you just have a basic black, that will work too, right? Anything goes. So I'm gonna go ahead, ink this up. I just figured that this would show nicely, but yet not too harsh against the fresh freesia circle. There we are, perfection. We like that. And I'm gonna wipe this off because I'm wearing an off-white sweater, and as soon as I don't, I'm gonna have ink all over my sleeve. That would be bad. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my dimensionals. Oh, I'm almost out. I get to crack open a new sheet. I always love to do that. It makes me happy. I don't know. It's the weird things in life, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and put this towards the right-hand side. And then this little bow here, we're going to attach with a couple of mini glue dots just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Let's see here. Oop. Twist that little guy so he looks a little right. Looked a little kitty wampus there. Okay, there we go. And stick that there. Okay, now the embellishment that I'm going to use on the card, I'm using because I wanted to show you. Of course, now I can't find it. It's new. It will be new in November. Here they are. They went flying away, right? We have little birds and dragonflies. And just to show you, the birds go two different directions, and they're two different types of birds. There we go. And the dragonflies are really super cute. So with that being said, if I can find my take your pick tool, I'm going to go ahead and add just a couple of birds. That'd be kind of fun. Take these right out. And let's see here. We'll put one here. And put one, whoops, he didn't stick. There we go. And then we'll add another birdie. He's going to be flying. Oh, I don't really like him there. Let's put him. And that's kind of cool too, because it's really nice. You can reposition them, which is a good thing for me. Okay, so that is, oops, I got a little birdie that stuck to my finger. So we're just gonna add them down there so we don't lose them. Anyway, so this is card number 1. Super easy, right? Super easy. Okay, let's go ahead and play with card number 2. This card right here, not pink. I was gonna go with pink, and I thought, you know what? No, let's go with vanilla. I wanted it really soft feeling, and I also had this vision of using the dies. I should show you guys the paper too. It's so cool. So this is the Garden Meadow bundle. And I have some cards that I was making, and I'll show you guys some samples so you can get more of a feel for it, because we're just dabbling on it with the cards that we're making. I decided not to use these sentiments on the cards that we're making today because I just felt the So Sincere stamp set was perfect for the theme that we were going for. But I love these. This set is so cute, so adorable. So I want to show you what I did to make the arch, because isn't that cool? So what I did first of all is I ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the exposed brick 3D embossing folder, which I will do for you if you do get the kit, okay? And then what I did is I took the die, this big guy right here, and I cut out that beautiful arch and just put the designer paper behind it. Just a lot of fun, right? But there are some really cool dies. So I played with the gate a couple days ago. Also played with the watering can. I didn't get a chance to play with these yet. So these are like for scenery, like within your arch, as far as a mountain, some grassy hillside type things. Really, really cute. Whoops. And then also there's a die for the wheelbarrow, for the garden tools, all that good stuff, all the good stuff. So anyway, I just wanted to show those to you so you can see how I did that. Where did it come from? So it's part of the Garden Meadow bundle. Very cool set. I was so excited to be able to have time to play with this. And then also the paper is so pretty. And I've kind of chopped into it now, but just to give you a quick feel of what it looks like in there, is just some beautiful, beautiful watercolor type imagery in it. And I think this type of paper pack is great for almost any occasion card that you could make, you know, whether it's get well, sympathy, thinking of you, birthday, all of the things, right? So yeah, it's a good one, and I think it's going to go really well as soon as they release it on the 7th. Anyway, so now you got the background on that. Let's go ahead and grab all the goodies. And by the way, this right here is the ribbon that kind of coordinates with the whole suite of product. It is very vanilla and pumpkin pie, and it's very soft to the touch. I mean, it feels like your favorite t-shirt, like very soft and very pliable, easy to tie bows with, which I love because otherwise I struggle with that all the time. So let's give you guys some measurements here. Get all my ducks in a row. So this is very vanilla, thick cardstock. Cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have this beautiful piece of designer paper. Let's take a peek on the back. That is just as pretty, right? I really like that a lot. But we're going to use this side. And this is cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then this is a piece of very vanilla. I had cut it to 4 by 5 1/4. And then like I said, I ran it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the exposed brick embossing folder. And then I used the die to cut that cute archway in it. And then I also used the 1 3/4 circle punch for the sentiment that'll be on the front of the card. So super easy. Once again, these are just super easy peasy cards. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to play with green glue. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my goodness sakes. I have to laugh at myself, but I have to say the more, whoops, I was going to say, oh shoot, did I do this on the wrong side? Nope, I did. I did on the right side. The more that I use the glue, the more I'm embracing the glue. Again, it's a matter of less is more. I have to keep telling myself that. But for certain projects, it is a lot easier just to use the liquid glue, right? Because it gives you a little bit of grace. It gives you a little bit of a chance to move it around. So I also found that I wanted it to fit really super close. So putting the glue around this arch on the back side and lining it up on the back side makes it so much easier, because I was always trying to match it accordingly the opposite direction, where I'm trying to lay the paper down and then put this in place. So here you can see right where you're driving, right? Yeah, anyway. We're gonna go ahead, and I need to grab, oh, I had another one that was half used. Okay. Gonna grab our dimensionals, and we're gonna go ahead, and I want to pop this up on my card base. I'm having a really hard time grabbing these dimensional backs. Long story short, I had a mishap with a thumbnail, and I was trying not to step on pearl. Little accident. Anyway, so I pulled back my entire nail. It was awful. It hurt. I tried not to cry. But anyway, with that being said, I usually use my thumbnail to peel those little guys off, and yeah, not so successful right now. Okay, we're going to use this one right here. Hope you're feeling better soon. And let's see here. Which one is that one? Right here. Put this on my block, just like so. And I used, what color was that? I think that was Shaded Spruce. Shaded Spruce. This is, I think, other than Lemon Lime Twist, this is my other favorite green in the Stampin' Up! Color family of color. I'm going to go ahead and ink that up. Stamp it right in the middle. And there we go. Perfect. I love when things work out really well. And again, I'm going to go ahead and clean that off, because I don't want, as much as I love Shaded Spruce, I don't want that on my white sweater. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this with a couple of dimensionals again. And we're going to offset it to the right side of the card. And then I'm going to take a couple of glue dots with this cute little bow that I tied in advance. I'm going to put a couple on there just to make sure it doesn't run off on us. And then I tell you what we're going to do for this card, because I thought, let's see here. See, that's the next project. Where did that go? Because I had some other, maybe not. I thought I had some other embellishments that I was going to point out that you could use. Well, if anything, we'll use these, because I know the other card had them on there. But yeah, that's crazy. How do things like run off the table? I mean, how do they just disappear? I don't get it. Oh, here we go. These right here. So these are the Tinsel Gems 3-pack. And as I was looking at the colors of these, now these are in the annual catalog, because I noticed that a lot of our embellishments in the mini catalog right now, they're like going like hotcakes. And so we're waiting for them to return. Well, these really go well with the colors that are in this. So I thought, just for the sake of fun, right? Because we can. I mean, we have these right here, which I used on the sample. But I thought, you know what? Why not? Let's just use these because they coordinate nicely as well. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia. We're going to use the smaller. And these are really pretty. In fact, as the sun, whoops, although I can't grab them, but as the sun is shining through my window, you can really see the sparkle or the glitter that's inside them, which is kind of cool. Oh my gosh, why am I having an issue today? I don't know. Anyway, so just thought we'd try something different on that card. So that is card number 2. And I hope that you like that one as well. Like I said, you're going to be able to get these products, these new things, starting November 7th. So that's just around the corner. Okay, and the last card I think is my favorite. It came out better than I thought it would. Don't you love it when there's like a happy accident? You guys ready? This one right here. This one just makes me happy. And it's so easy. So this is where I used the autumn leaves dies. And then what I did is I've kind of chopped it, you can tell, but this was the one side of the paper. They had the beautiful scene, but the back side was just calling to me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, let's try to cut out some leaves with it and see how it looks. And look how it turned out. It's so cool. So with that being said, if you guys are wondering how I did that to the leaves, I just cut them out of this beautiful new designer series paper. So sometimes you just got to play with the paper, right? Just to see where it ends up and what happy accident you come up with. So with that being said, we have our card base. It is petal pink. It is cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we have our inside, our liner, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And this is very vanilla again. And again, I just thought that it just balanced it out to make it more of a warm feel to this card. Okay, so we have our inside attached and taken care of. And then, like I said, I've cut out 2 maple and 1 oak leaf. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love it. So play with those papers and with some of your other dies, because you just never know how they're going to turn out. But anyway, so we have 3 little leaves. And this piece of fresh freesia is cut at 4 5/8 by 3 3/8. This very vanilla piece is cut at 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. So before we go ahead and attach them together, layer them, I'm going to put this off to the side. I'm going to play a little bit with petal pink ink and our blending brush. Now, if you guys haven't used these are awesome. What's really cool about them, you can wash them and use them over and over and over. As long as you wash them, you can mix the colors that you've used with them. I just use a little bit of Dawn detergent. I always laugh when I say that. I'm like, oh, detergent's named after me. But anyway, and just let them dry, and they're good to go. Like, they're so soft. I just love to feel them. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to ink it up with the petal pink ink. And then just lightly, I'm just going to play and give this a little bit of color, because I just felt like it was too plain without it. And I'm kind of going in a diagonal, I don't know, just a diagonal manner. There we are. Kind of fun. Like, again, it softens it up just a little bit more. And then for our sentiment, we're going to use fresh freesia for that. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll stamp that first. Knowing you brings joy to my heart. I love that sentiment. I think it's just really cool. Okay. It's just a happy sentiment, right? I mean, wouldn't you love to receive a card, especially if you're just feeling kind of down and not feeling so good, and someone's thinking of you and gives you this card. All right, so we're going to go ahead, ink that up. It doesn't even, it's such a light color on the stamp. I'm always a little bit paranoid. Okay, so hopefully, yes. Okay, perfect. Love it. And once again, I'm going to clean this. On the side of caution. And then what I'm going to do is put some dimensionals on the backs of these. And if you wanted to, of course, you could cut, you know, even more leaves and attach them to the front. You could use watercolor paper and make your own DSP with that. Wouldn't that be pretty? And I'm just going to scatter these randomly as though they're falling in the wind. There we go. And then I want to attach the piece of fresh freesia to it. Whoops. So it has a nice layer. And then I'm going to attach this entire piece again with dimensionals. You can always see, you can always tell my cards because they're very fluffy. No wonder why postage costs so much for me, right? I love to layer. That's just my bag. There we go. Okay. And whoops. Oh, he decided to hang around with me. Get out of here. Okay. And there we go. But of course, I thought, you know what? It needs a little bit of bling to it, right? Bling makes us happy. So you could use, whoops, I'm throwing these around here. They stuck together. So you could use these. In fact, let's go for it. Let's just use these. But I, on this card, used some basic rhinestones. So we'll put one there. Ooh, that looks kind of pretty, doesn't it? I like that. And one there. And there we go. Put one right there. Perfect. Ooh, I kind of like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Rhinestones or the, what are these called again? They are the Tinsel Gems 3-pack. So I don't know. I like them both. Kind of fun. Anyway, those are the 3 super simple, quick cards that I put together for today. And just as far as an honoring breast cancer awareness. Now I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys some more samples with this suite of product. You guys ready? Let's show you some fun stuff. Hey, Judy. Hi. Happy Sunday crafternoon. I didn't see you pop on. I got so involved, you know. Anybody else who I missed? Did you get all your DSP? Oh, good. I am so happy. That's awesome. Good deal. I'm sorry that it didn't work out the way we wanted it to, but I'm glad you got it. Okay, so this card here is like a gatefold card, I guess you want to call it, with a belly band that I think I put on a little too tight, but kind of fun, right? Just a different kind of a, and I cut it so that it was continuing the pattern, or the, how do I want to put the scenery in it, so it wasn't chopping it up. Does that make sense? So anyway, I just thought that was kind of fun. And I wanted to make sure I really made the Daffodil Delight in the card pop. I'm going to go ahead and try to put that back on. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, I think I probably shouldn't have put that on so tight. And again, excuse me, using those cute little birds. I really like that. And then there's this card here. This was shown during World Card Making Day. I really thought it was cool. It's neat the way it opens up. So what you do is you use a piece of the, oh, what do you call this? The window sheets, okay? So you're basically, you're making the 5.5 by 8.5 card, scoring it 4 1/4, but then you take your cutter and you cut, I cut 1 inch on each side up to the score line. But I attached the window sheet to it, kind of different, so you don't really see it, you know, until you're right on it. So it opens up like this. I thought this was so clever. And then this opens up like that. Very cool. Just a different kind of fold. I'm trying my hand at fun folds because I feel like, you know, sometimes I shy away from them because I'm one of those stampers. I love pretty things, but I also want it to be simple. I don't want to fussy with too much. Here's another card. Now, speaking of easy, super simple, I just basically heat embossed, if you guys can see that. There we go. Yeah, there we are. I heat embossed the sentiment on this one and added a couple of the dragonflies on there. I just think that that's really cool. Super simple, and I'm letting the paper do the work. And I put a little decorative piece on my envelope. I should have put it all the way up, but I was just trying to use a scrap, so it didn't cover the entire flap, so it looks a little goofy, but you know. This card right here, so here's that arch die again, and then check out, so what I did is I used the gate die, and then I sliced it right there, so it actually opens. It's kind of cute. And I cut 5 or 6 of these little flowers and just stuck them down. That's part of the stamp set. I'll grab it here again so you guys can see it. So I used that stamp right there and the happy birthday sentiment. And there is the gate, the watering can. Kind of cute. And I actually colored and I survived. Now this one, I thought it came out okay. I'm always hard on myself, right? Like somebody would say, oh, that is so beautiful. I'm like, well, it's okay. I tried my hand at using my aqua painters. And again, this is the sentiment, hello, which is in the stamp set. And the wheelbarrow. I just think that that's such a cool image. So I used watercolor paper on that one. Now this is the back side. So this is the same paper that we used on the leaves that I cut out in the last card that we made today. So again, I just heat embossed in gold embossing powder and added some of the dragonflies on there as well. And again, this is the new ribbon that's coming out. And I use Very Vanilla. I just think that that looks really pretty. Very soft, right? A soft card. And then the last one here, Blueberry Bushel. So this is a bright blue. It's like super bright, but it's really pretty with this particular designer series paper. And again, I just used a little bit of the ribbon, wrapped it around, tied a bow, did a little bit of heat embossing in gold, and attached a couple of the brand new birds and dragonfly there. So just some more fun things for you guys to show you what's up and coming on November the 7th. So keep your eyes peeled in the online store for these new things. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know it reminds me of spring, and we've gotten into fall. I would rather just skip winter and go back into spring. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to hang out with me. I hope I've inspired you a little bit. Again, these products will come out on November the 7th. And just again, a happy little reminder, make sure that you schedule your yearly mammograms and keep up on that on a yearly basis, because early detection is key. And like I said, thanks again, you guys. I will be here next week, same time, same place at 1 p.m. Eastern time, right here at Dawn's Creator Chalet. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. We'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.